Hey yo, divine earthlings of the universe. What is up? What is up? What is up? I do hope that you all are having a good day, a good night, whatever time it is for you. Peace, love, light, blessings. Namaste to you all. Grand Rising. Today is March 30th, 2025. It's a Sunday, so it's a sunny day. Even if it's a gloomy day, we're going to have us a sun shining day, okay? But I do extend all of my love and thanks to everyone who is watching this message. If it resonates, I also want to put my disclaimers out before I go further. I am not a psychic. I'm just a messenger here to provide the purest love and light vibes from the Most High Creator, my spiritual team, guides, God, Gaia, the universe, the Most High Source, in the purest love energy possible. Therefore, we will move any dark entities, evil eye vibes, evil eye vibers, negativity, dark energies from this space. We keep it divinely protected by our archangels, the Most High Creator, our archangels. The archangels want to show up, all right, and our ancestors. If this does not pertain to you, because it may not, 111 on the timer, it may not be the message for you, okay? But don't force that Cinderella slipper to fit, and do not eat the food on the plate if it don't resonate. I'm one reader. You may resonate with another reader. That's cool. Find the reader that's best for you. And I'm not sure if I said this is not to impose my feelings, thoughts, beliefs into your life. And this is a non-judgment zone. This is a healing zone, a clarity zone, uplifting zone, a zen zone, a creative zone for the journey. So however you resonate for you. But let's go ahead and dive in. I already channeled some energy. I've been channeling some energy the past week. I messaged myself so I can refer to some of the energies. I also wrote down the energy along with some numbers that I want to look up and some angel numbers. So I have like all these cards that are unmarked. This card deck I do want to use because it was calling to me. But I'm going to see what other deck. I'm not sure what they are. They all are like black bags. So just want to see what deck is calling to me here before we start this message. And I also want to say, if you ever want to get in touch with me, my email is in the description of this message. You can always email me. I will be having Patreon. If you want to join the Patreon, it will be more in-depth messages. You can always message me. Email me. Patreon request or something like that, and I'll send you a link. It'll just be deeper messages on there. We'll go more in depth and have more interactions. So yeah, this deck is calling to me. Dang, I'm hearing 3 blind mice. Why am I hearing that? See, this would make sense with the channel energy. I recently had a video called 3 Blind Mice they couldn't steal what was yours, that the Most High already had ordained for the purpose of your divine mission. Some people wanted your divine mission. So I am hearing 3 blind mice. I'm hearing they were blind. Okay, I'm hearing the blind leading the blind. There we go. Because I also heard that, I think about yesterday when I was channeling some energy. It's like the blind leading the blind. You know, you got these people who want to lead, but they're like blind out here. And they were blinded by your light, Divine Collective. That would make sense too, because I wrote, this was at 8:18 a.m. today. Some people are/have been gullible to dark energies. And then I heard your light is what dims the dark puppet masters. And then my right ear ended up going deaf. Yeah, thank you, Spirit. So it's like these people they're the blind leading the blind on deaf ears. That's crazy. You got people who's not listening to Spirit. Spirit has allowed certain people to be entertained by particular dark energies, dark forces that they keep around them, because they're deaf. They're having a deaf ear to what Spirit is saying. So therefore it's creating a blind leading the blind. And you have people out here who want to lead, but they're leading blindly on deaf ears. They're not paying attention to what spirit is presenting to them. This could be in a group setting. This could be in a work environment. This could be in a family endeavor, a career choice. But the blind is leading the blind. Even when it comes to spiritualists, even when it comes to entertainment, even when it comes to the politics out here, you got a lot of people that are blind leading other blind people. It's like they're leading people blindly down a road of destruction, but destruction and corruption is what I'm receiving. So spirit has allowed some of this to already take place and occur. Yeah. So I text myself, let me get my phone, the other phone. This is why it's good to keep an old phone, okay? Hold on. People be like, "Y'all, you want to sell your phone for an upgrade?" No, I'm going to keep my old phone. Why would I sell it? It still works. And I use it for other things, like looking up messages when I'm doing a reading. All right. Okay, so let me start from what I text myself. So this was on Thursday, which was the 27th of March. So on Thursday, I heard harsh betrayals that were never expected with particular people that you could have purely poured into, and then you went into deep hermit mode. A lot of that has been for the collectives. If you found yourself in deep hermit, it was possibly because of a harsh betrayal, and or you just realized you kept pouring so freely, so lovingly into other people, and it just burnt you out. I call it a spiritual burnout. You had a spiritual burnout, yo, and you was like, and you went into hermit. And or you didn't realize you had a spiritual burnout, and spirit placed you into hermit. So you could have had a season of hermit energy. Okay. And then, let's see. Yesterday, I heard puppeteer. I was trying to write puppet masters, but puppeteer came out instead. So puppeteer, then I wrote puppet masters can't control their puppets / flying monkeys. You got, again, thank you, spiritual team. That's like the blind leading the blind. You got these puppet masters trying to control puppets who are flying monkeys. We're going to get into that. With flying monkeys, for those of you who used to watch the old school Wizard of Oz, the Wicked Witch had the flying monkeys to go spy and pry and look and find Dorothy and what she had going on, what her mission entailed, what her love life was going to look like, or her overall life was going to look like. All right. And then, let's see. So puppet masters can't control their puppets. And then I heard God and your spiritual team will allow some people to get close to you because your ancestors and archangels know they have low-key anger of who you are or your spiritual gifts. And then at that time, it was like 1:17. I saw 1:17 p.m. and then I saw 1:21 p.m. and it was just 8:33 a.m. There's a lot of spiritual numbers here. And yes, I do get a lot of channel energy from my spiritual team, and that's how they show up for me. So being with these puppeteers and these puppet masters, so I'm hearing the puppet master was over the puppeteer. So let me go to puppeteer, because I didn't puppeteer. Hold on. Definition. A puppeteer is one who manipulates puppets. Example. Wait, okay, so let me go back. Yeah, a puppeteer is one who manipulates puppets. Dang. That's what I'm saying. The blind leading the blind. And then it also says, what does it mean when someone calls you a puppeteer? Let's see. One who manipulates puppets. So it's about manipulation. Because puppeteers usually perform hidden in the background, puppet master lent itself to a shadowy, metaphorical agent that controls from behind the scenes, manipulating people and things like a puppeteer operating a puppet. Cannot. You see this? So you can look up, I'm just Googling puppeteer, yo. And then as Oscar Wilde wrote in an 1891 essay, he said, life cheats us with shadows like a puppet master. Dang, that got deeper than what I thought. So these puppet masters are like a puppeteer operating a puppet. So puppet masters are basically behind the scene here to control and manipulate people. And so with the blind leading the blind and spirit allowing some of these puppet masters to get close to you, 11:22 on the timer. Spirit has allowed certain puppet masters to get close to you, Divine Collective. So again, you could have went to I'm hearing a period of hibernation, a period of sleepwalking until you woke up. And see, a lot of people thought you probably were still sleepwalking, but you were seeing and waking up every time. Like, for example, you could have been hanging with people who probably thought you was still asleep to them being a puppet master. But the whole time you was waking up to it. Things were illuminated to you. You probably just played it off like you weren't aware or something like that. But these people probably knew you were highly aware because you're a high vessel of that your intuition is very high. Like you are a very intuitive being. Like people know that you know stuff. Okay. And forgive me, the message is coming through a little choppy, but I'm trying to get it out. So yeah, you do have a lot of people here, Divine Collectives, that Spirit allowed to get close to you. But see, you weren't the gullible one. At one point, maybe you were a little gullible. Because some of these people, you just did not want to believe that was true. Like, no, this ain't no puppet master. And when you think about master, it's like let's think about the word master. 12:55 on the timer. When we think about self-mastery, you're mastering and disciplining yourself in a positive way. You're mastering self. You're not trying to be the master over other people's selves. You get what I mean? You're not trying to control other people by being their master, by being their puppeteer, by being a puppet master. No, you're about self-mastery. When you can focus on yourself and heal yourself and exude that love outwardly, the love that you have inward is now coming outwardly and is influencing people to have self-discipline and master their self-discipline in a loving way. That's a healthy way of mastery. So you have a lot of puppet masters out here who want to control their puppets and let them and create these flying monkeys. But see, so what I had heard was puppet masters can't control their puppets or flying monkeys. And so these puppet masters are now gullible to dark energies because, yeah, Spirit allowed, okay, let me go back up here. Your spiritual team wanted to meet particular people by allowing them into your sacred spaces. Why? Because your spiritual team, they know that they were or are spiritual bird puppets and flying monkeys. So your spiritual team allowed this with certain people. Because see, your spiritual team was like, oh, you want to get close to the Divine Collective? I'll allow you in their sacred space so I can see your face. Your spiritual team was like, okay, the joke's on you. We see your face and we know that you're a puppet master / flying monkey now. So they allow certain people to get close to you just so things could be revealed to you. Okay? And if you're gullible to not seeing that, if it's a gullibleness, then you might need to reevaluate some things in your life. Or maybe you're waking up, because again, that sleepwalk era, you were in a sleepwalk era. I'm hearing sleepwalking and sleep talking. You know how some people talk in their sleep? People talking in their sleep, and they telling some things, and so you wake up and people will be like, you know, you were talking in your sleep last night and you said XYZ, blah blah blah. You're like, really? I did? Do you? And then they'll ask, do you remember your dream? Like, what made you? I don't know. And some people might, but it's just like when you were sleepwalking and sleep talking, maybe you were sharing certain things in a sleep state. So in your sleep state, you were sharing all this information with puppet masters, puppeteers, puppet monkeys, flying monkeys. You know what I mean? Like, and it was getting out of control. So Spirit was like, okay, let's let these people meet you today. Because we want to actually meet them right now. Yeah. These people thought they could control everything and even puppeteer your spiritual divine missions. Because what I heard is, as I was writing this yesterday, God/spirit team will allow some people to get close to you because your ancestors and archangels. Now, when I was writing archangels, it said archangers. That's what it wrote out. So I had to correct it. I was like, dang, archangers. Some people are like your archangels were, yeah, they were like angry and upset that these people kept trying to pull you and toy with you. I'm hearing betray you and play you. So this energy has been really, 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 really like heightened in this divine. I'm hearing divine unionship or communionship, communities, divine communities have a lot of darkness appearing as light. All right. There's a lot of darkness appearing as light. Oh, and then last night, damn, did I say it to myself? I did not. So I was on YouTube, and the two videos that were suggested as to watch next, it was two movies. One I ain't never seen before. It was called False Prophets. And then the movie next to it was Gaslighting. I had never seen any of those movies. The Gaslighting movie has been a suggested movie before. It's a horror film. I'm like, okay. And then I never had seen The False Prophet. So even thinking of that, let me see if I could bring it up. That False Prophet movie, I was like, what? And then I saw Gaslighting, and then I had already channeled this energy earlier. So I said, okay, it's a lot of false prophets walking around here that are gaslighting people. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh my goodness. Okay, this is the movie that I'm talking about, False Prophet. It was in a YouTube suggestion. You could watch it on YouTube for free, along with the glass. I'm gonna come back. So Glass. Somebody was very, very see-through. Very, very cutthroat-ish. I'm hearing glossy. You know how glass can get foggy and then you clean it up, or it can get dirty until you clean it and everything becomes clear? Yeah. This false prophet, things that false prophets are doing, people are starting to see it because it's like some fog is being lifted and false prophets are being seen now. A lot of these false prophets want to be seen and heard and controlled. Again, we can go with community, the politics, the entertainment, okay? Community, politics, and entertainment. And like the world of the rich and the famous. You know, you got a lot of people out here. Okay, 8:44. It's 8:44 a.m. You got a lot of people out here in these roles that are blind, and they could be false people. Or I'm also hearing these people that are in these roles or these hierarchy positions, they have false people around them. They have false prophets around them. And again, they've been gullible to the dark energies. This is a deep message for today, because the spiritual team is like, we know who you are. Your spiritual team, that's why people say you gotta be mindful who you messing with. You gotta be mindful who you trying to do some dark-ish towards, because you don't know the spiritual backing somebody got. Your spiritual team was like, yeah, they can come to your sacred space. That's fine. We'll allow it. And sometimes you be like, what? Why would I let this person? I don't let people come to my spaces. So why? And your spiritual team is like, oh, don't worry. In due time, you'll know why. We wanted to meet them so you can start seeing them, so we can start giving you energy of downloads about certain people or certain things. We had to meet certain people first. It's not to harm you, but it's to alert you and to make you aware. So you became aware of some false prophets possibly here. And this is a documentary, details dangers. Oh my gosh, yo, I need to watch this. So this documentary details the dangers of false prophets and how we could tell the difference between the true and false. Yo, that's what is highlighted. This is crazy. Hosted by James Alford. There's nothing new under the sun. Y'all, the word sun is standing out to me because you, again, your light is what dims the dark puppet masters. This ain't new to you. It probably dimmed you for a moment. You probably became a puppet for a moment. But there's nothing new under the sun, including false prophets. You realize, oh, this ain't new. Okay, I've been here before. And then you're probably starting to see more false prophets and then more false people. False energies, right? What is often seen as a new thing is many times the renewing of the old. Okay, let me read that again. That was deep. 22:33 on the timer. What is often seen as a new thing is many times a renewing of the old. These people, again, the blind leading the blind to be false. They want to be false so they could floss out here. They want to floss everything they got. So, okay, let me go back. And then it was 8:16 a.m. when I started writing. And I heard 888. Spirit told me to look up some angel numbers, so I am. And again, today is March 30th of 2025, which is also like a 339 portal. So Spirit told me to look up 339 as well. Now let me look up that movie Gaslighting so y'all can see that as well. Gaslighting movie. It came out in 2022. So something could have happened in 2022 where a lot of gaslighting was taking place for you. Or maybe since 2022 you realized these gaslighting energies around you. So this is the movie Gaslighting. So this movie plus the false prophets were side by side. And let's hear, okay, this movie is about after a young architect inherits a large sum of money from her father, money begins vanishing from her accounts while her musician husband claims complete ignorance. Oh, okay, this might be a good one to watch as well. So she was an architect that inherited a large sum of money from her father. It doesn't say if her father passed or if he's still here, but either way, she inherited it because it was her birthright. You have a birthright. I love how these movies are connecting with this message, okay? Because you have a birthright where you're going to inherit more and more and more. You're such a giver. I'm hearing you're a giver who is now a receiver. Okay, let me see. You're a giver who is now a receiver. Before you were just giving without receiving. 24:55 on a timer. You were giving without ever receiving. And maybe you did receive some. I'm not going to say you never received, but you received less than you gave, okay? And now Spirit is like the giver is becoming the receiver. Spirit is what's giving you now. Spirit is allowing you to receive because you weren't gullible to the dark energies anymore. And the fact that you're not gullible to these dark energies is making certain people feel away. Certain people that were allowed in your sacred spaces are no longer sacred to the mission for you. And I don't want to say it like that. Let me put it this way. Your sacred mission cannot involve puppeteers, puppet masters, false prophets. So there was a barrier. Again, if you went into hermit, didn't know why you was going into hermit, you go out every weekend, every day, you're talking on the phone with so-and-so all the time, or blah, 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 you do this. You always busy doing things with other people or in the community, blah, 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 blah. But now you're probably like, I'm going to sit back. That has happened. Hey, it's happened to me. And it's some harsh things that I did hear harsh betrayals earlier that I messaged myself. So you went through some harsh ass betrayals. Excuse my language. But you did. And you realized some flying monkeys. So I also, okay, I know I said I was going to get some card decks. Let me make sure what card deck I'm going to use. So I don't know which one is which. Ooh, this one kind of has some energy. Okay, we're going to use that one. Possibly that one. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure how long this video gonna go, but I do appreciate you guys for staying around so far. If it's resonating, you can always thumbs it up. But this is a deep, I can already tell it's getting to a deep message. Sometimes my videos tend to go to an hour. I'm just gonna say this message, I don't want to rush it, you know. So let's see. Let's start with, oh man. Okay, Spirit told me to start with this one. Okay. And then we'll come back. So I did already Google 339. So I'm going to read 339. I haven't read any of these yet. So let's go with the channel energy that is the numbers. So angel number 339, again, today is March 30th of 2025, which breaks down to 339. So angel number 339 is a representation of deeds of service. The ministering angels tell you that when you serve and assist others, you become more humble and start to value life more. Exactly. Again, going back to mastering self, you have self-mastered a lot. Not that you're the master of anything, but you self-mastered a lot of yourself, but you don't see yourself as a master of everybody, everything to control. You give out that love. Again, when you inwardly pour out that love, outwardly is allowing other people to value their life more. So I love how this portal day is allowing you to realize the humble energy that you are is allowing people to start valuing their life more. So if people are around these gullible, dark energies, and sometimes Spirit is allowing puppeteers, puppet masters, are people who, I'm hearing people with a lot of self-inflicted wounds. Because yes, we have wounds of trauma, wounds of past, wounds of relationships, wounds of things that are out of our control. And it could trigger us and trigger us. But when you allow yourself to heal instead of controlling the outcome or controlling how other people now respond to you or see you, when you become a false prophet, in other cases too, you It's something about your humbleness within. I'm seeing representation of deeds of service. It's like you, in certain cases, a lot of people are around some gullible energies because they want to be seen as the representation of good deeds of service. But at the end of the day, what good is that doing if you're around people with false intentions or who are puppet masters that are false prophets? Yeah, it's getting deeper. It's getting biblical. And see, 8:55, it's 8:55 a.m. It's getting deeper with these messages, and it's because, again, Spirit wanted you to meet certain people so that they can illuminate their true intentions on this sacred mission. So going back to sacred, a lot of people were allowed in your sacred space, but your sacred divine mission can no longer be tainted, spiritual burp, yes, by these individuals or by certain situations or certain mindsets. It's not always another person, so you take it as it resonates. Again, don't fit the Cinderella slipper if it don't fit. Do not eat the food on the plate if it don't resonate. Okay, so I love that is 339. 339 is also a message regarding your divine life purpose and soul mission. See, know that you are fully supported by your angels and the ascended masters. Ascended masters, the word masters. Your ascended masters are guiding you and helping you and healing you. Let me cut this deck real quick. And let's get some cards on the board. Because I could talk with the channel energy, okay? So forgive me. That's just how I be rolling. All right, Spirit, what we got? Crossroads. You see? Dark night of the soul. A lot of these people at a crossroads because they going through a dark night of the soul with these dark energies. Cannot make that shit up. A lot of these people made the wrong decision with dark energies, and now they experiencing a dark night of the soul. And some of these people that are in this dark night of soul energy are at a crossroads now because they realize they went the wrong way. Yeah, abandoned. Yep. You had to abandon some of these people. I'm hearing Spirit say a lot of these people that are, let me get my some people have been gullible to dark energies. Yeah. And I do have family in the background, so if y'all hear a little baby crying, that's my little niece. So let me see something. Gullible, because okay, I text myself and it said harsh betrayals. Yeah, that you never expected with particular people that you purely poured into. And puppet masters can't control their puppets. A lot of people can no longer control. Okay, thank you. So whoever this puppet master is, this puppet master energy is going through a dark night of the soul, and they're even being abandoned by the people that was their puppets. You get what I'm saying? Like somebody who's going through a dark night of the soul is being abandoned. Barrier is here as well. Something's being blocked and stopped here. Spirit is like shutting doors on people or shutting down connections. And maybe, your connection got shut down with this person, but could be a divine masculine energy or someone who operated in their more masculine ego. I'm receiving more so. There could have been like a masculine ego that they operated in. And they were a divine being. Like, it's not that this person's not. It's like this person got chained to dark vibes. Yeah. Because they were fearful of actually stepping and rising into their their divine power. So somebody had like this glow of divine power, but in a sense it was like, oh, I see, spirit. Their past creeped up. Look at this hand in the back. Somebody's past creeped up, and this is like their shadow side. So this person operated in a shadow side. Let's go back to that false prophet. Hold on here. Where is false prophet at? False prophet. Because didn't it say shadow? Something said shadow. What did I read? Okay, maybe it's the movie. Oh, I looked up puppeteer. Okay, someone who manipulates. Yeah, the puppeteer. So basically, because this shadow side is standing out, because puppeteers usually perform hidden in the background. So it was like this person has been a puppet to their shadow side, is what I'm receiving. A puppet master lent itself to a shadowy, there we go, that's what I was trying to find. Puppet master lent itself to a shadowy, metaphorical agent that controls from behind the scenes. Y'all, this is basically what this card is. That's crazy. Manipulating people and things like a puppeteer operating a puppet. And then that's what Oscar Wilde wrote in 18. So that's just basically the definition. And then they say in 1891 essay by Oscar Wilde, he wrote, "Life cheats us with shadows like a puppet master." Yo, so there could have been a divine energy that was masculine, and they got controlled by their shadow side. And then they got controlled by people who operate in their shadow side. And now this person is going through a dark night of the soul because they were so focused on material world gain. Gain. They was focusing on the pinnacles. But I'm hearing they was looking for money that folds, but they mostly got money that jingle. And it's kind of like putting a cup out. Like if this person is probably very, very talented, but it's like, okay, I can't get ahead. So I'm gonna go perform. And nothing against people who do this, okay? I'm just getting this energy and this image in my mind that this person is working for pennies. Instead of working for dollars, it's like they working for pennies. They'll do anything to get a penny. You know, that's what I'm receiving. They'll do anything to get ahead for a penny. Oh, I see, spirit. So this person, they could have a lot of wealth, but they want more and more. So they'll like keep working, even if it's a penny. It's a penny more. What they say, a day late and a dollar short. And then they say a penny for your thoughts or something like that. Yeah. Oh, okay. A penny for your thoughts. So all the thoughts they had, they just see dollar signs or something. But see, they're operating in their shadow side. Healing, patience, regrets. Yeah, you know some dirty offers now. You've been healing, getting into alignment, and you've been very, very patient with this process. A lot is causing some people regret. Some people are in regret now that you've healed. Your healing signifies that they a puppet, or that they're being controlled by people that are false prophets. This spiritual community too. I'm hearing something about spiritual community, spirituality. Whew. Okay, let me go back. This is almost, I told y'all, this is getting deep. Let's go to flying monkeys. So the meaning of flying monkeys. When people discuss narcissists, they sometimes use the phrase flying monkeys. Flying monkeys refer to people who carry out the work of a narcissist or an abusive person. Oh my God, you got flying monkeys. So if you created a barrier with a narcissist or with a person that was false in your life, or that you kept becoming at a crossroads with, or kept abandoning you, and again, it could have been due to inner childhood wounds, but you healed from that. Again, you got healing and patient. You've been patient with your inner child now. 4033 on a timer, which is allowing you to be patient with other people's healing process. However, you are not pouring into other people's healing processes, especially if you see that they false, or that they're low-key, quote unquote, that their low-key puppet master vibes are controlling them, that they operate in a shadow side. You're no longer pouring into that. Your inner child sees it all. You realize that a lot of people have to heal their inner child. And you ain't taking no dirty offers. You're not taking no dark offers anymore. And some people want to come back and offer you something that's probably a little dark. I always say that because this offer card is very dark. Like, what's in this cup? And who are you? I can't see your face. I could just see your hands. And a lot of people want to just get offers. I'm hearing people, again, the blind leading the blind, and offering this, offering that. Oh, I'll take that offer. But what is the offer? It's dark. So people are taking dark offers out here. Damn, that's crazy. Reinvention. And it's reinventing them. They don't even know what they look like anymore. Again, they could be flying monkeys. So be mindful of flying monkeys, who are people who carry out the work of a narcissist or an abusive person. Then it says, and it comes from the Wizard of Oz, in which the Wicked Witch of the West puts flying monkeys under her spell. You got a lot of people out here, again, who are gullible of keeping themselves around dark energies. I love how the messages come in full circle. And people have been waking up from a spell. Again, you were in a sleep state where you slept walked a lot, you slept talked. But now you are no longer under that spell. You broke free, you woke up. Again, that's why the puppet masters can no longer control their puppets. A lot of these people that were under particular people control are waking up. And these puppet masters, are these people who keep operating in dark energies or dark intentions, are now going through a dark night of the soul. Yeah, due to their deception. See, again, hiding. Who is this? Look at these cards, for example. No face. You see their hand, no face. You see their offer, no face. Okay, you see what I'm saying? Deception, reinvention, offer. They're fearful. They ain't got no face, the shadow side. The dark night of the soul. No face. The regret card. Ain't showing a face. You get what I mean? It's just like, and then this divine masculine energy, it's the lighter of the cards, but there still ain't no face. This person never wanted their face to be seen. The realness of who they are. They never even wanted to look at their face. I'm getting like this person has forgotten who they are. Yeah, that's what I'm receiving. This person has forgotten who they are. Whew, that's crazy. But this person possibly wants to communicate with you. And our people are communicating about you because your self-worth. You're devoted now to your self-worth. Thank you, Spirit. You're devoted to your self-worth now. You liberated from this. You know, you devoted yourself. I'm hearing, you could have possibly devoted yourself to flying monkeys. That's crazy. Because it happens. It's easy to get manipulated. And so going back to the spiritual journey, it's easy to manipulate people who are in search of healing. Because you could tell somebody, oh, I can do this, and it's like, okay. And then they start speaking that game to control how you're healing and to control how they're not healing. All right. So Flying Monkeys, Puppeteer. Let's go to Puppet Master. So I looked up Puppet Master and this movie came up. I was like, I didn't realize so many Puppet Master movies out here. So this movie is a series which focuses on a group of anthropomorphic, puppets. I'm about to say prophets. What? Prophet and puppet. Some people have been a prophet, or they use being a prophet so they could be a puppet master. That's crazy. Anyway, so this is animated by Egyptian Spell, each equipped with its own unique and dangerous device, and are represented as heroes, anti-heroes, and antagonists. What? This is crazy, yo. That movie. Okay, let me go to what is a puppet master? A person, group, or country that acts in secret to control another person, group, or country. This is just going into like y'all could like literally Google that and that's what it says. That's crazy. This message. And see, they couldn't control you because you were devoted to your self-worth. So that's why a lot of divine collectives get attacked. The more you rise into your self-worth, 9/11 on the time, 9/11 a.m., the more you rise, you've been woken up. You had that emergency wake-up call. And so new levels, new devils, you rising, you're going to see more puppeteers trying to come and, hey. And then spirit, if you feel like, okay, let me stop talking, or let me let this person's energy speak. That's when you be like, oh, okay, spirit, I see who this person is, whether it's a stranger or not. You gonna be alerted highly soon if a puppet master or a flying monkey, because they'll use strangers too. You got into the point where it was people close to you. Going back to my message, you allowed certain people to get close to you. Yeah. Harsh betrayals by particular family or people that you poorly poured into. They already betrayed you. So why not you? Now we're going to use some strangers. You see what I'm talking about? Now they will use strangers. See, family and marrying. They would like to, oh, we family, I'm going to marry you. But then they really got this ghost ass energy. Look at this. Because they operate in a shadow work. The shadow work card is showing up. This is what we've been talking about. This person walks in their shadow. And received. Look at this. Received is on this card. I always say like a ghosty card. But they're receiving now. Again, the giver is now receiving. You were giving and giving to someone who received a lot of your time, of your devotion, of your self-worth, of your healing, of your patience, of your inner child self. This person received a lot of that from you. And now Spirit is like, it's time for you to receive. Because you've been giving and giving and giving and giving. And now you're going to be receiving some people that marry you. And you're going to know who does not. Because this is not even an even reflection of this swan. You gonna know this is upright. You gonna see who actually reflects you, and you gonna see who does not. And see, that's why you cannot be controlled. So that's why on your mission work, this might be, yeah, this message comes through more than it needs to, but that's why clearings are important. Even Chhavi Zaine, I love her declare and decree, clear, write that down, burn it. And I need to do my own clearing. I do clearing, but I need to do another one. And so that's why that's your spiritual hygiene. You clear things out of your energy. you're starting to see. You're no longer fearful of what you see. It might be a little taunting to see it, but you're confirming it head on now. Some people want to compromise with you that have been on pause. So some connections might want to come back around and compromise. We'll see. All right, let me get, I'm not going to use all of these. I know this one really called to me. So we'll go with this one, the umbrella deck. Yeah, look, change the narrative at the bottom of the deck. Excuse me, spiritual burp. Consistently strive to eliminate negativity and instill positivity in your surroundings. Exactly. This is what you've done. You strive to eliminate the negativity. You like, I ain't got time. Be specific. Manifest your desires by speaking them into existence in the exact way you want. Yeah, now you know what to speak into existence. You're speaking life into yourself. You have a ladylike demeanor. Okay? Demeanor. Consider how your tone and body language are reflected to others. Ladylike. You have the grace and strength to express yourself with class. Okay? So, we're almost finished with this message. I'm trying to shuffle here, y'all. Bear with me. Oh, Spirit said to get ready. Ooh, you have the ability to predict events before they occur. Again, you already see. Spirit said, get ready. You about to see some more. And it says, fear no evil. Spirit said, you about to see some more evil, but fear not. You are ready to leave the past behind, even if it tries to hunt you. See, this is what your fear looked at. You feared no evil. This person just had fear. But see, you fear no evil. Look at all them things trying to grab at you. This person, they still walked in a shadow fearfully. You went through the shadow and feared no evil, and you walked through it without hiding. You look at the illumination above the umbrella. I love the umbrella in this deck because it's a pure light. If anything, people feared your light. They couldn't touch you. These things, these demonic entities here are not touching. Again, I love that this card showed up for this message because you are not a puppet. See, these beings here are puppets trying to create fear. And certain people walked right into that and allowed it to control them and to reinvent them. So you're starting to see more. So get ready, Divine Collective. It's because the show is over. I love this card. It's one of my favorite cards in the deck. Show's over. It's time to move from drama. Focus on being practical and avoid unnecessary theatrics. Yeah, you was like, yep, the show is over. And you're carrying your own now. You are only responsible for your own problems, not those of others. Exactly. Like I said earlier, you still are considerate of other people, but you're not pouring into their problems, their traumas. You poured in to a lot of those people. Now you're just carrying your own, and you're inwardly healing yourself, or outwardly, whoever you meet now, it's going to allow them to value life more. I want to go to these angel numbers before this message stops, because I know it's like almost an hour, but it could have been a high group of people, because this puppet master, again, a person, group, or country that acts in secret to control another person, group, or country. So you got a lot of people who have been gullible to dark energies that are now being controlled. My throat chakra got a little itchy by dark energies. Unseen, behind the scenes. The director is in an unseen puppet master operating behind the scenes. And again, behind the scenes, I'm trying to tell you, man. Oh, child. Okay, let's go to... We did the gaslighting. We did the false prophet movie. We did the puppeteer. We did the flying monkeys. The puppet masters. We did the meaning of gullible. Did we? No. The meaning of gullible. Easily persuaded to believe something. So, yeah, the gullible, I wanted to Google that, because what does it mean if a person is gullible? easily deceived or tricked, and too willing to believe anything that other people say. Yep. You had a lot of great people who got easily tricked, trusting. They trust naive, basically. Yeah, they're tricked because they are too trusting. And you at one point were too trusting, or you trusted a lot of people, but now again, some of these people have trusted wrong individuals. So 717, I had a video about love, which I'm gonna come back and do a love message, but there was a video about love, and it was 707. I mean, my messages were 171, but I kept saying 717. Like, why am I saying that? So I wanted to look up 717 in this particular message to see what it meant. So 717 can signify that now is the time for nurturing abundance and welcoming spiritual change. So yeah, you about to welcome in a lot of abundance. This is why those energies had to be removed, or why you had to see false narratives of people, and you had to change the narrative. Yeah, and you had to change the narrative of what you saw about people. Yeah, you had to eliminate negativity and instill positivity into your surrounding. And when you change that narrative, man, people was out here upset because you standing on it. Thank you, Spirit. You're standing on it and you're carrying on. Excuse the glow. I mean the glare. And you might get some glares, like some stares. People know that you going out here, and they might glare and snare at you. Like, it's weird because you standing on it. Be true to yourself and confident in what you know to gain respect. You're standing on respecting yourself, and that's why you are carrying on. Although broken, you still shine. Yes, you do. Okay, and that's why you have these bright ideas out here. Bright ideas. Leverage your intelligence by implementing excuse me, your ideas and following through with your visions. Your visions are your own. Your visions are not for other people. Excuse me. All right, Spirit, what else we got for this message? Personal space. All right, personal space. Create a space that promotes healing, comfort, and positivity for yourself. You need that personal space. When you took personal space, you're intentional about your personal space, and you move on intention and the intentions of others now as well. Keep growing in your purpose and always choose actions that align with your process or your progress. And see, choose wisely. This is the only male card in this deck, and I love it because again, that's that masculine energy. Whether they're a feminine who operates in a masculine, however you identify yourself, if you operate in your masculine energy, Spirit said there is a masculine energy that you need to choose wisely with, or that you did choose wisely with, and it was intentional. Some people did not align with you. I'm seeing composure again, so we're going to end it with that card. But choose wisely. You tend to draw in generous individuals who lack the ability to bring calmness. See, your energy draws in a lot of individuals who lack bringing you anything. And now you're choosing wisely, and you're keeping your composure, and you're getting recognition. Composure. Tackle every obstacle with gratitude, self-assurance, and enthusiasm. Yep. Recognition. Be kind to yourself. Treat yourself to a beautiful bouquet of flowers. You deserve it. People are recognizing you because you are choosing wisely. And some of these people did not choose wisely, and now they're in a puppet. They're being a puppet over here. I'm going to come back and do another video with some other messages like these other angel numbers, because this is almost an hour. So I do appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. If it resonates, that's great, but don't force the fit of this message. You can always email me. The description is in the post. But I do appreciate each and every one of you. Peace, love, light. Namaste. Thank you.